Morning guys, Monday, back on this common job. Let's give you a look at what it looks like so far. Digger's over there. Sun's very bright today. We've made it, well, I've made it just past the digger. We've come all the way from down the bottom, come a fair old way in a couple of days. Don't know if we can see the end or not. Not sure if that's the end or a bit further. We'll see. Should get a fair way down there today. I've got to go pick the boss up at, I don't know, probably about 12 from the train station. He's been on all day. And let's see what we can get done before then. It opens up a bit in here. A few of them asp in there. Take a few of them. But yeah, get this warmed up. Oh, I forgot my chain oil actually. That's annoying. Probably will leaked out anyway. I don't know why I put it that way up. Yeah, we did all this last week. Might even take this big one or that one, I'm not too sure. I'll leave that leaner because they like all the ugly stuff. Make our way down here, come back up. There's not a lot left in here. Right, get to it. Let us warm up for a minute, go from there. we finally made it down. All this small stuff is a nightmare. They did say I could just track it in, but it just pops straight back up when I track over it. So I've just kind of been ripping it out, making little brash mats out of it. If it's not too bad, like if it ain't got too many balls of mud at the bottom, I've just been using it. I've just been putting it in a chip stack, sorry. But I've finally made it down to the bottom. Lay a load in there. I think they're going to mow this stuff. I guess. I don't really know. I'm not cutting it. I've done about 3-4 chains since I've started doing this little block. I've not snapped them, they've just come off. But it's a pain in the arse, so I'm not doing that. I'll lay this in here. Tom should be able to see this. And then we've got a load of aspen to take down here. Did not see that right. Oh, look at now. straight into that. More Aston, so I've got to worry about what length it is or whatever. Just chop it up so Tom can get it on the trailer. Take the little one behind it. I need to make my way back up this way really. On here, I might grab this little birch and a couple other bits. Hazel. Nothing worth having down here really, which is good because I left my measuring stick way back. In fact, I actually have no idea where it is. Probably at the beginning where I did that video from outside. About an hour ago. It literally taken me that long to get down to the end. I've had to take a few out, but not even that many trees. Just some little saplings. A willow in here as well. Right, make my way back up to the landing. I also haven't got that belly plate on yet, so I've got to be careful with all these stumps and stuff. It doesn't go up and through and take all them pipes out. Because I've done that before and it's a right pain in the arse, like these stumps there, they're perfect height. But yeah, this is what I did. This one took me an hour to literally get from up there to where that birch saplings are. An hour. It was a right pain in the arse. I like to say I won't be doing that again. Back. I've made my way down this way, just ripping out all that small shit. I'm back down to these aspens. So I thought I'd give you something to look at. Instead of me ripping out small stuff, I'll give you some felling footage. Because why not? We'll have this big one here. Hopefully it doesn't take too much with it. Bracken. Oh shit, there's the blade. Idiot. Double check there's no one about. Should be alright. so many ruts, it's so bumpy. Rocky road. Come on. I'm probably going to have to run off in a minute again and cut up a tree that's fallen through a fence along a footpath. There's always something that stops you the second you get going. But it is what it is. But then I'll see what time it is. I've got to run back, grab some diesel anyway. Again. The tank is so small on this. It's really annoying. But it is what it is. I don't even know if it's a small tank, I'm honest, or it might just be the size of the tank. I think it's, I want to say like 60 litres, 80 litres or something. Take this one. Oh, I wonder if I can get this one to go left as well from here. Could do with being behind it really, but it is what it is. Go on, baby. Yeah. I'm doing to the paintwork. Try and keep it as tidy as possible, but going through this stuff you've got no chance. So rocky. Well, it's enough to make you just want to go home. That really is the one big thing that lets this machine down. And it's not even that, it's just because the grapple's so heavy. It's not even the digger really. Cool, all I do is seem to moan. Good at it though. Back braking. another one down. I'll leave them two and that one there. I'll go over and take that birch and aspen in a minute. There's nothing else up there. I might take that one over there. Yeah, I might go that way and do it now actually. Footpath actually. You have to start being careful with that. I think it's literally just the other side where that hazel is. It's what I could do with someone else on site. Well, I'm sure it'll be alright. I'm just going to hopefully get it down to the left. Well, down here. But see. No, wrong way. Oh, that wasn't very good. That wasn't very good at all. I've got to pinch the bar and everything in that one. Cut too far through it without realising. That was silly. Should have just cut through it a little bit, gone around the other side and pushed it over. Hindsight. I'll go in over and check in a minute and see where that footpath is before I take any other big ones down anyway. I might be wrong, it might be further over the other side of them hazels and stuff. Hope so. Well, let me go check where this footpath and that is, and then I'll come back and we'll take some more of this. Well, we're back. I've checked. It's way further over than I thought it was, which is lucky. I'll have to be a bit more careful next time. Oh, I've just realised I've got a massive blob of grease on the windscreen. Brilliant. Take some of this smaller stuff out. Might even take that. Nah. I don't know what language that was. Well, we're almost at the end of this block, and then we've got that stuff over there. See that oak dead in front of us? I can't really see where the camera's looking. All of that stuff. There's a fence line. See that big oak at the back? I think you can see that. I don't know. But there's a fence line along there somewhere, and all that's got to be cleared from all the way up the top, that way, and then that way. So we've got a lot more to do. I can't remember how far down this goes, if I'm honest. Where we finished last time.
good to see what that last block looks like, because it was so wet. I was at every load, I was having to come out, what I was doing, chain up to Tom, pull Tom out, go back to where I was, it'd come in, probably get stuck on the way in. No one's fault, it was just so wet. It was literally just straight up to the axles. We put brash mats down. Oh, it was just a nightmare. It was literally just water was just running, and it was just bottomless mud. No clay. It was just, oh, it was just hideous job. Hideous. Couldn't wait for that to finish. It wasn't even that big of a block, but it just took forever. Especially, it would be alright if we had a forwarder, but with a little 8-tonner and a tractor, it wasn't what we needed, that's for sure. We should have just hired something in. Leave them little oaks, I'll take out this stuff. Oh, stumbled something there. Yep. Benefit of going over the other side is there shouldn't be any ruts. Well, they've obviously had a harvester or something in it. I reckon that is pretty good going. Still got to go up. There's a little bit left to do up the top end. Not much. Somewhere out there in the heathland bit, apparently there's a load of aspen out there. There's just pockets of it everywhere. They want all that out as well. I'll have to go and find all that. Go get some diesel before I get too far away. Do this last little one and then I'll track back over to the Land Rover. I feel a bit safer leaving the digger there. It's a bit more out of sight. And then I'll go and have a look at this windblown. Hopefully it's nothing big. I really do hope it's not big. Hopefully it's a nice little silky job. It would be nice. Probably going to be huge. so rocky. Alright, guess I'll just call this one here. I'll see what that tree's like. If it's worth getting the camera out, I'll obviously get it out, but I'm hoping it's going to be about this big. Nice and easy. Just going to cut the path out and that'll do. Well, not the best video, I know. A lot of crap really. But thanks for watching, guys. Oh, 100 subscribers. Hey, smashing it. Can't actually believe it. 100 subscribers. Nice one, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.